that like first experience for people seeing your bracelets for the first time. All right, the stream is getting to Facebook. Seems like there's a lot of people trying to go live tonight. I need left. Everything's been going a little bit slow. The stream is now feeding to FB. Doing well. How about you? Happy to help. Seriously, like I'm sure you see it in person, when you sell your stuff locally, but it's just really cool. It was really cool to see that for the first time for sure. People kind of getting hands on. Let's see. I had to like fight family and friends off who were helping with the summit from trying to claim your stuff from the goodie bags. All right, there we go. We've got the stream. Turn my audio off in my headphones, and we are all set. We are streaming. What's going on, guys? It is Friday night. I am 14 minutes late to the live stream.
Hence why I was trying to find you.
Oh my goodness.
Did any crap.
Oh my goodness. She's like holding me up from going live, and now she's yelling at me for being late. Not surprised. She's haggling me from the audience.
Talking crap about me.
Curtis, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing? Are you ready for the meetup coming up next week? What's up, Ryan? What are you guys doing tonight? I, just for fun, thought I would put on some of these gravity knives. I'm always getting different things to test and checking out new stuff. I want to try to be ahead of the trends. I just like to have unique things. My goal is not to be just like everybody else. What's up, Cheyenne? I don't want to be just like everybody else. I don't want to have all the same stuff as everybody else. So I'm always testing out new things. But I had never seen or heard of a gravity knife before. And I'm like, you know what? I'll check it out. So this is a gravity knife. I had, I don't know, maybe a total of like 14 of them or so. But I put them on a couple of packs and sold them all tonight while I was supposed to be getting ready to go live. But very cool. I've never heard of them before I got these samples a while back. But I'm excited for you guys to get hands on. Those of you who are able to snag a couple of these. But they are pretty fun. What's up, Crystal? Hello, how are you? Jordan, what's up, man? Hey, don't forget to reach out to me. I'm curious how that Trotec is going for you. Corey, you're finishing up prep for the Apple Umpkin Festival tomorrow. That's fun. Marcy, how are you? What's up, Christina? Hello from London. What are you guys working on tonight? It sounds like Corey's getting ready, prepping for his show. Corey, do you have any updates on your tube situation? The tube sitch. Dexter is watching the Tigers and Mariners play while the laser is working. That's awesome. I got all those invoices sent for everybody who snagged some of these gravity knives. I got those sent out. I think almost everybody paid. I've got a couple of them packed up already, so we can get these shipped out. Had a good amount of orders came in. I had some marketing go out. So if you have not checked your email, you may or may not have an email in your inbox, or I texted out some coupons for maybe the second time just to see what those were like. Setting up laser files and printing UV patches. Jordan, with that Trotec, what software are you going to use for designing? I wouldn't consider myself a designer. Now I'm fidgeting with this knife. I wouldn't consider myself a designer by any stretch. But after taking Adobe Illustrator classes, I found myself being much more efficient in Lightburn and doing most of the design work that I do in Lightburn, which is pretty surprising. Cheyenne says she's looking at a potential storefront in the morning. That's really exciting. So tonight I'm just working on orders. Working on placing an order for Fulfill hats. Awesome. Crystal, wait until you see our new Hydro hats that'll be coming soon. I'm going to try and get those live as soon as possible. What's up, Don? Use Corel Draw. That's cool. Any guesses on how late Tracy? Oh, that's funny. Tracy's always late. I don't know why. I am hoping to get hands-on with the Pyburn Lite tomorrow. I've got a couple of tumblers I'd like to get done. I've been working with a manufacturer for a while on these hydro hats. These are one of the first styles I got, the 7 panel style, which I'm not a flat brimmed hat person, but I just give this a little bit of a bend, and I really, really love these hats. Definitely one of my favorite styles. I didn't expect to like it so much. Jet lag is a pain in the butt. I've been waking up at 2 a.m. and then go back to sleep around 4. Just happened to get a notification. Well, thanks for being here. Where are you? Or are you the one that said you're watching from London? Did I read that wrong? Oh, it is. It was you. That's awesome. Well, good luck with the jet lag. I'm sure that is not going to be fun. I have been dying watching everybody do those the hats. The women's hats. They're kind of like a cowboy hat. I don't know what's that style hat called that everybody is engraving. I want to order those women's hats so badly. Now the live really starts. David's here. Watch out. I think I'm gonna start making a mock commercial, like whatever I'm kind of thinking for an ad or marketing. I think I'm gonna start copying David's commercial, whatever his like real commercial is, and I'm gonna make a mock commercial of it for my real commercial. It'll be like 2 different hat clips, 2 different ways. I'm gonna do one on a CO2 and one on a fiber. That's kind of what I was thinking today. I don't know if you guys saw David's newest commercial today. Uh, him and his wife made ornaments. One used super glue and one used dual tight. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I just like to give David a hard time. So what else is everybody up to? What's up, Heidi? Heidi, I've talked to you like a million times this week. I hope you're doing well. Pretty excited for everybody to get hands-on who got a gravity knife. It'll be cool to see. Wide brim hats. Just let me know. I'll send you some. Christine, I don't really need one more thing to do. I would like to. You saw that ad. I liked it. It's content. It's not a commercial. Oh, sorry, David. I think it's a good commercial. I really liked it. What are we going to talk about tonight? Those wide brim hats. Who seriously? Who wants to get some of those wide brim hats? I know I do. I don't need one at all, but I want to. Any quick tips for an absolute beginner? I just bought a Houtian Galvo. I would say, don't be afraid to take some classes of some kind. What is a gravity knife? There's a ton of people who offer courses for the Galvo lasers, and I would find a reputable source. If you want to, feel free to shoot me a PM. I can connect you with somebody. But don't be intimidated. Get some scrap metal and throw it in the laser and just start messing around. I'd say the quickest and easiest thing to get hands on with is going to be some anodized aluminum business cards. They're just really easy to throw in there and test and play with. There are some resources online that are free. I'd say the Lightburn has some good courses on YouTube. And Laser Everything has really, really good step-by-step walking you through every part of a Galvo. But, ask questions, join a couple of the Galvo groups, ask some questions, and people will definitely give you a hand. It's true, David. I need to finish my website first. Pretty sure they used to be called stilettos or spring assist. Oh, I thought you were talking about the hat. But yeah, this is a gravity knife. So it's got this little bit of a release here, and that's what holds the blade in. And when you want to open it, you just slide it over and the blade comes out. I thought they were cool. Thanks to Jeff, he kind of filled me in. These are actually considered a butterfly knife in like California. So I'd have to have some strange shipping rules around these if I did carry them. So I don't think this will be something that I'll carry. That's why I just kind of cleared them out. And almost everybody who wanted one got one. Way past the 72-hour mark. Very true, Corey. Very true. What else is going on tonight? Any other questions or concerns? Tammy is here. What's up, Tammy? How are you? Did you call earlier? I missed it. No, I agree, Curtis. It's not, I would not call it a butterfly knife, but legally, a couple of states consider these butterfly knives. and butterfly knives have their own set of rules. So it's just not something I'm really want to like mess around with. We should have flashlights in any day now. They've been hanging out in customs. Typically, after they've been in customs for like a week, sometimes they will actually arrive. So I would say probably in the next 10 days or less, I should have flashlights back in stock. If you are looking for some, I do have a couple still in stock. I need to update that smaller quantity, but it's just they're more expensive to ship a smaller quantity than the larger ones. David said, or Corey says, David is fired. Tracy is here. That's not a butterfly knife, and I need one. They're really cool, Tracy. I did set aside 2 for myself that I don't really need. So if you do want one of these, I'll just save one for Rachel. She wanted one, and I had told her no initially, but I still set one aside for her. So I set 2 aside. So if you wanted one of them, I can give you one. Yeah, David took the day off. We were supposed to film the David versus Blake commercial today, but David wanted to go up north early, so we now had to postpone the filming of the commercial. Haven't talked to Blake on the phone today. I did not talk to David once today. I think that's a record. It's been quite some time since that's happened. What's up, Jamie? How are you doing? What else is going on? David's up north camping. Tracy, aren't you? You've got to be doing so. You're always doing something fun on the weekend, Tracy. Jamie, what are you working on? Let's see. I've got both of the 3D printers going. Brinley wants some small animals for her classroom, so I've got some axolotls printing. Jamie says she is camping. This would not be some terrible camping weather. It'd be nice to have a nice cold night's sleep, sitting in front of the fire. That would be nice. What is going on? I got flashlights coming in. I've got some new products that I've had in for a little bit that I actually haven't posted because I wanted to just skip the whole posting them on our Square site and then getting them on Shopify. But I really need to get some of this newer stuff posted. I've got our new hats, our new hydro hats that I've had for 2 weeks that I have not posted on the site. Any info to share on the March venue? Don, I do not have any info to share yet. We are just working on details. Once we figure out a couple things and those details kind of slide into place, then we'll be able to share some info on the venue. It was 19 degrees the other night. Okay, that sounds a little cold. That was here in Michigan. But if everything kind of works out and we get the venue that we're hoping for, it is going to be awesome. It is going to be a good time for sure. No matter what happens, it's going to be good. Packing for Texas. Nice. You going to Houston, Galveston? What would be nice right now? What did I miss? Oh, the tennis coach Heidi was wearing his hat clip. That's awesome. I forgot to check at the football game. We made some for the coaches in Cedar Springs, and I did not check to see if they were wearing their hat clips. I need to put this down. I'm just like fidgeting with it. I'm gonna cut myself. Higgins Lake, 19 degrees at Higgins Lake. That's not that far from us. That is pretty cold. Let's see. Do we have anything worth talking about in the Facebook group from this week? Anything we haven't already covered? They got the new hydro hats. I guess I will just probably post those tomorrow on the Square site, even though I was hoping to not have to do that. But we've got way too many of those hats to not get them posted, so you guys can check them out. I want you guys to get hands-on with them. You're gonna love it. Needed on the knives. That would be great handouts for the day job customers. So I'm not going to carry these, Tracy. I got them as samples. I'm always trying new things and trying to figure out what I want to add to the lineup because my goal is just to have unique and original things. And I had never heard of a gravity knife before. So I got about 14 of these. and checked them out. And I really like the knife, but some states can consider them a butterfly knife. So I don't want to try to have to deal with the legality of selling something that's legal in some states and not legal in other states. Went from 86 one day to 62 the next, and I had frost in my windshield yesterday morning. So I've also got tumblers. I've got a decent amount of tumblers. There are specific style of tumblers that will work really well for UV printing. And with the delays with the Eufy, I've just kind of delayed putting those tumblers on our site. They're primarily flat edge tumblers that aren't tapered, because those will work a lot better with the Eufy and UV printing in general. So that's some of the other items that we have. We've got the hydro hats that need to go live, tumblers. We've got a couple of new style wallets that need to be have pictures taken care of. Those will be gold. I mean, if you want, like, yeah, I don't know. If you want, I'll give you one either way just to check out, Tracy. You sat stopped on the expressway today for an hour and a half this afternoon. Was running down to add displays and coasters to the Makers Market. Awesome. Well, I assume there was an accident or something, probably. Let's see. There was something I thought I saw in the group that was going to be worth talking about. Cindy was asking about the flasks, that maybe they'll be a good seller. So if you guys didn't see my post from a little bit earlier, I with the sample pack, so I put the knives in, and I had these little flasks. They're 2-ounce flasks. Everyone I showed them to, they did not go over well. If you look at that post and look at the flask, you'll see why. I don't think the 2-ounce flask will be something that I'll carry. I thought they were really cool looking, but I don't know. If you're watching and you did not check your email, I did send out some email coupons. I sent out some text coupons, and I also did a little bit of a competition for an additional $10 off coupon. If you just post what you've been working on in the Facebook group, but comment on my post where I said $10 coupon, and then comment there that you're going to do that, and I will send you a coupon. No, I know, Don. I agree with you, but you know how California is. I sold some samples, Jamie. I posted some sample packs that just had a little bit of variety of some things: butterfly knives, some flasks, some wallets, and I put everything kind of in one pack just to clear out some stuff that I knew I probably wasn't going to carry long term. The flasks, once you see them, you'll get it. What's up, Crazy Beard Customs? So once you see those flasks, you'll see why. Cindy said, I just placed an order that can ship with the other. Okay. I have yours. I don't think I finalized it, but I have yours ready to go. So I will not pack that, and I'll put those together. You need a laser in my truck? That's awesome. That's not a bad idea. Power consumption wise, it probably is possible. I have no, I was thinking, so our van has the built-in inverter, and I've been interested in trying to run the laser off the inverter just to see if it would work. We had a craft show that I couldn't do electrical at, and I thought about just bringing the laser and seeing if it would run off that built-in inverter in the van. That would have been interesting. Worth a shot. I've run it camping before. That was a lot of fun. I just let my nephews go to town.
We've taken a laser camping. We don't need a laser in the truck.
So this is what the flask. So these are gone. All these are sold. But so this is the flask, 2-ounce flask, really cool in concept, but it's, I don't know. It's I wouldn't say it has issues, but it's got issues. But yeah, so you guys can see why that that flask may not, I don't know, maybe not a good regular product to carry. It can become wrapped in leatherette as well, but I think I just decided that wasn't going to be something that we were going to carry. Interesting. Reminds me of a test tube. Yes, it does. Very similar to a test tube. Let's see. So post in the group for this weekend, guys. I do have if you want to get an additional $10 coupon. I already emailed coupons, I texted coupons, but if you go to my post where I said $10 coupon, comment I want one, and you post in the main group just what you're working on, I will message you a coupon code for an additional $10 off your order. Let's see. If you're in Michigan, we've got meetups coming across the state the rest of the month. We've got one for sure in Grand Rapids. We've got one over towards Detroit. We've got one we're working on in Cadillac, Kalamazoo. Trying to really carry the energy out of the summit kind of into our regular weeks. I want to try to figure out how can we keep everybody having that energy and build that connection and that foundation that they have in their business past the summit into the next summit. What job field did everyone come from when they found lasers? I left the automotive hot rod teaching world. That's a really good question, Corey. You could keister those, Tracy says. Yeah, it's a 2-ounce flask. What's up, Raul? I appreciate that. Let's see. So yeah, automotive as well here, Corey. Automotive quality inspection and manufacturing, which I'm still in currently. So Molly's a teacher. She's a substitute teacher right now. Tracy's in manufacturing. What's up, Victor? How are you? Victor, what are you working on? What are you designing? We always love seeing your purses, your work, and especially that new clock you've got going on. Carrie is a teacher or was a teacher. Heidi, I feel like I cannot remember. Are you in the teaching field as well? Semi-retired from RVN mobile home parts sales. Interesting. Well, anybody else wants to chime in? We can definitely, or any questions, let me know what your questions are, and we can hit on a couple of things. The goal of being able to go live 3 times a week and be consistent with that is just to, be able to come on, continue to grow our community, and stay consistent chatting with you guys. Don said he was a firefighter, went from putting out fires to starting them. That's pretty good. Heidi is a stay-at-home mom. Finally finished painting all the pieces and putting the final clock together. Share some progress pictures, Victor. I think, and maybe you have, and I just haven't seen them, but definitely share some pictures. I feel like everybody was talking about your clock when you posted those last sets of pictures. I think everybody would like to see some progress. All right, guys. Well, I think that about does it. We've got the Michigan meetup in Grand Rapids next week. And then at the end of the month, we've got one booked towards more in Linden, I believe, closer to Detroit. I just stabbed my finger with the knife. And if you've got one and you're in Michigan and you want help kind of facilitating that, or even if you're out of the state of Michigan and you want to help facilitating a meetup, I am happy to help and tell you kind of what I've worked out that works really well with setting those things up with maker spaces or something else. And don't forget, we got the Michigan Maker Summit coming up in March. I can't wait to give you guys more information as we're able to, and fill you guys in. But have a good night. Have a good weekend. Spend some time with your family. All fun and games until there's blood. Very true. Looking forward to meeting some laser folks in Walker on the 16th. I can't wait. It'll be fun, Curtis. Have a good night, guys. Make good choices. Have a good weekend. Awesome. I can't wait to see it, Victor. Have a good night, guys.